Hi, I'm Emily Burmis, and this is 120 Seconds to Better Leadership. So I'm here today to talk about I'm sorry's. I had an interaction with a vendor recently whose mistake cost me about $9,000, and I very politely but firmly said, this was a huge problem for me. And the response I got back was, gee, that stuff happens, which was not what I wanted to hear. And what I really needed to hear was, that's not supposed to work that way. Our product didn't serve you the way that it was supposed to. We're really sorry, and how can we help make it better? That's what I needed to hear. Instead, I didn't hear that, and I was sort of pushed off to working with someone lower in the organization instead of dealing with the folks that were actually responsible, which I thought was an interesting approach. But I also today too found myself not apologizing when I should have. Now, women apologize way more than they should, and I'm going to do a video on that. But there was some miscommunication with a client, and it was probably my team's fault, and I just went, oh, I'm so surprised, because I was genuinely surprised at the mistake. But even though that was my natural response, it's probably not what my client wanted to hear. They probably wanted to hear, yeah, that's right, it's our fault, and we messed up, and I'm sorry, we'll make it right. So just a note that sometimes, even when, we all know this, but it can be hard to remember sometimes that when things go wrong, it is at the end of the day much better to take responsibility, give a sincere apology, don't deflect, don't tell them you're surprised, and don't tell them things just happened. So think if there are situations in your life right now with your clients or your direct reports or your bosses that maybe, a sincere ownership of, yep, I own that, that's my fault, here's what we're gonna do to move forward. Honestly, it makes the conflict that ensues a lot more bearable, and it's, at the end of the day, a lot better customer service.